All right, so this is the 55-gallon tote enclosure that I've been working on. Here's the model number. It is HEX Tough Tote. There's the number. Here's the dimension. Pull the video. Pause the video if you want to see the dimension. But that's that. I built this tote because I had it laying around. So far, everything I've used, I had laying around. I had PVC, extra PVC, that I actually was using this for something else. That's why it has a couple holes in it, but of course it doesn't affect the integrity of it. I had the window track. I bought a pack of 2 about last year, I believe. I actually forgot I had this track. And I had the tote. I got a couple of these 55-gallon totes I wasn't using, so I decided to make it into a reptile enclosure. So the only thing that I had to purchase was the glass, of course. I like glass. Some people like acrylic and plexiglass. I like glass. It's not that much more than plexiglass. But anyway, this is a 1/2 inch. This is 3/4 inch PVC. I don't like using 1/2 inch. I buy my PVC. I can get it from my local Lowe's or Home Depot, 4x8 sheets. Then I had to buy some 3/4 inch panhead screws. So let me show you how that's screwed on. So there go the screws. So I did this all around the lip. I may put more. You really don't need it, but since I have a box of 100, why not? But last night when I came home from work, siliconed the window track in. And the only silicone that I use and I like using is ASI. It's aquarium safe silicone. It's very strong, a lot stronger than GE that you find in Lowe's or Home Depot. You can find this on Amazon or you can find it on the ASI website. But this stuff is made in the production and assembly of aquariums. Like this one right here. That's a 180-gallon aquarium. I actually resealed it. So that's how I found out about ASI. You can't use GE safely to seal an aquarium. It's not strong enough. If I use GE on this aquarium, this 6-foot aquarium, it's not strong enough, too much pressure. So that's where ASI comes into play. Depending on your locations, whatever, some people like using the GE stuff because they can get it at Home Depot, and that's what's being pushed in these reptile groups or whatever. But anyhow, like I said, I only used it on the window track, and it's on there. And I used it down here and up the sides a little bit. So get a watertight seal, won't leak with urine or feces or whatever. But that's that. I ordered the glass from One Day Glass. It doesn't take 1 day for you to get the glass. They ship it to you. They normally cut it in 1 day, sometimes 2, then get it out. And my glass from them normally comes in 3 to 4 days maybe. So everything is measured up, everything is squared up. But when I measure for glass, I always make a template out of cardboard or something stiff, so I can make sure everything is squared up. So, picture the glass being in there, it's very square. So I have no problem with that. And that's that. I've built about 4 enclosures and I've never had a problem with measuring the glass. But I always buy my glass after the fact, just in case I change up the design or something like that. But yeah, this is what I have so far. So I know a couple people out there was interested in doing the same thing. So this right here is almost 4 feet. You can put a couple things in here, you know, small lizards, small snake, use it for a quarantine tub, a grow out tub, or whatever. But this is just to give you some tips on what I did and how I made mine. So I'm always looking for improvement and ways to make the design better. I built this one right here probably a year ago, and I decided why not put this one to use. I got heat, light, so once the glass come. Oh, and another thing, like I said, I put the window track in last night around 11 o'clock when I got home from work. So it's been drying for about 10 hours now. And I don't smell any silicone. But, you know, depending on what type of silicone you use, some of those can take a week for you not to smell that vinegar smell. So you don't want to put no animals in it. You want it to let it fully cure and air out. But if you can, set it outside, sit it in the garage, open the window, and yeah, just wait. You know, it takes time. You know, don't build them when you need them. Build them beforehand. But this is a, you know, cheap alternative to buying expensive cages or enclosures, or you like me, you just like to build things. You know, anybody can easily go out there and buy something, but very few people can build things. I just feel better. I get more satisfaction when I build it from scratch. When I do things on my own. So I think I'm gonna end this video because it's kind of long, about 7 minutes. But if you need some information, just send me a PM. If you have the same exact tote, I can give you exact measurements of everything if you need it, and go from there. Peace. Happy building.